My name is Jacob Persick, and I run Airball Agenda. So today, we're diving into our first ever episode on the channel. So we're gonna open up with some hot takes from people around the school, and this is all about the NBA. So, I'm gonna keep this anonymous, but let's say that somebody who gave one of these takes knows it and wants it to be known. I'll go ahead and tell you guys who said it in the next video. So first off, first take of the day. Stephen Curry is the second best player of all time. Now, this one's difficult to think about because if you think about it, he is the best three-point shooter of all time. But is he the best of his era? Because there's LeBron, but then there's Curry. And who's the rivalry in the 2010s? LeBron and Curry. Now, if you really think about it, I would say Curry, I'm pretty sure Curry won most of those series, okay? Curry has 4 championships. LeBron has 4 championships. But LeBron has more final losses. So if you really think about it, yeah, LeBron's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. But honestly, there's an argument made that Steph Curry is the second best player of all time. Because if you have LeBron as your 2, you could argue Curry's better. If you have LeBron as your 1, you could argue that Curry's that tier below. But then, are you going to argue that Curry's better than Jordan? I want to know what you guys think. I don't think that's the most wildest take possible. But if we're giving it rating it on a scale out of 10, I'm saying Steph Curry being the second best player of all time is a 7 out of 10. All right, another one. Victor Wembanyama, will be washed in 3 years. 10 out of 10 hot take. Not that it's good, that this is just outrageous. Like, you are in the bottom of a volcano. This is that hot of a take. Like, this is just not possible. He is so good right now, and he has so much potential, and he keeps getting better and better so far as he's played. I don't think that even if he got injured, he's going to become washed in 3 years. And this one might break the scale. LeBron is going to win MVP next season, the 2026-2027 season. LeBron James will be 42, and somehow he's going to win MVP. He wasn't even the best player on his team last season, so even if he goes to a new team like Cleveland, he still won't be the best on that team. I think this is absolutely outrageous. I would give this a 15 out of 10. You are in the Earth's core that this is that hot of a take. Now, this one, I feel this is lukewarm, okay? This is like a 2 out of 10 take. Anthony Edwards will have more career threes than Curry. Anthony Edwards is a pretty good three-point shooter. And, yeah, Curry's the greatest of all time, but Anthony Edwards is also young. He's up and coming, and he can shoot the 3 ball. I think that this isn't outrageous. This one might not be a 2 out of 10. This one's probably like a 3 out of 10. Matas Buzelis, who plays for the Bulls, will be an all-star next season. He had a good season this season, second best on his team. Josh Giddey was first, but Josh Giddey, I don't even think got all-star votes. Like that's crazy to me. He had a really good season, in my opinion, and stats would back it up. Matas Buzelis was the second best. Matas was also a rookie, though. I think that Matas could definitely take that jump and be an all-star. Now, Timberwolves winning the championship next year, not happening. They cannot stack up against other teams in the West. How are they going to beat the Thunder? How are they going to beat the Spurs? They're down 3-2 to the Spurs as I'm recording this. They barely beat the Nuggets, and albeit they beat the Nuggets when the Nuggets were healthy, and they weren't. So honestly, you can take the Nuggets off that conversation. I don't think the Timberwolves can get past OKC. I don't think they can get past the Spurs. But if they play any team in the East, I think they can easily win that. So if they make the finals, yes, I think that's good. But this is like a 6 out of 10 take. The Spurs without Victor Wembanyama is still a top 3 seed. I think this is true. I don't even think this is a hot take. This is such a valid opinion. Because the Spurs are such a deep team that they don't even, like, they were still winning without Wemby when they were still playing good teams. Like, they are good enough without Wemby to where if Wemby is out, if he can't play a game due to like something nagging him or if he's injured, I think they can still be a top 3 seed. Nikola Jokic from the Nuggets is a top 3 center of all time. Now, this is my sweet spot. Jokic is one of my favorite players in the game. I don't think it's true. I'd love to say, yes, this is true. This is true. I don't think so. Because, okay, Kareem, number 1. Shaq. You're going to say Shaq's too? Okay. Kareem's your definite number 1. You have Wilt Chamberlain, okay? Yeah. He played against plumbers. He played against NBA players. Okay, NBA. He was in the NBA. That is good. Okay, NBA is going to be your top talent. He played those guys, and he did amazing. He has 100 points in a game. I mean, not that there's any footage of it, but, apparently he has a 100-point game. Now, here's the thing. Hakeem. I feel like nobody talks about Hakeem Olajuwon as being a great center. He was amazing. Okay, he's probably the 3rd best center in the NBA in history. Like, that's outrageous to say no. Okay, so you have Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain. I think I would take those 4. I think I would take Jokic over Chamberlain. But Kareem, Shaq, and Hakeem Olajuwon, I would all take over Jokic. So I think Jokic is top 5. I don't think he's top 3. I think he's top 4 because he's my 4th overall center all time. Whew, this one's crazy to me. Peak Kawhi Leonard, when he was in his absolute prime, is better than peak Kobe Bryant when Kobe Bryant was in his absolute prime. If you think this, I don't know what to say to you, okay? This seems crazy. But then you really think about it. Who else was on that Raptors team with Kawhi when he led them to the championship? And then you look at who Kobe had. He at least had one duo. He was at least part of a duo with a superstar. He had Pau Gasol, who wasn't as good as Shaq, but he still won a championship with. He won chips with Shaq. Now, I'm just saying, I'm torn, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of Kobe all time. Come at me if you want, okay? But I think I agree with this. Now, this is definitely a hot take. This might be the hottest take of the entire video, that Kawhi Leonard is better than Kobe Bryant. But you know what? I agree. I approve of it. We're going to give this the max. Like, this is the hottest take, I think, of this entire thing. So I think I gave it 15 out of 10 earlier. That was an exaggeration. But I would seriously give this one at least a tier above that. If we're doing a tier, this is the hottest one. LeBron winning MVPs on the 2nd tier, along as Curry being the 2nd best, in my opinion. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. 9 hot takes. I got these from people I know, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for next episode.